us to discern the needs of our province and to envision a brighter future for our people. Bless us with unity and cooperation that we may work harmoniously towards the betterment of our society. We offer these legislative proceedings to you, trusting in your unfailing love. In your holy name we pray. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang mag-ibig, pero sa sinakanan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyan ka ng mag-ibig, sa manlulupi, di ka masisingin, sa nagatak tutok sa simoy at sa langit ng pagaw, ay hinatang mula, tawid sa pagkayang minamahal, ang isang matawad mo'y nabuhay na naghihindig, ang ituloy na kalam niya kailan pang ay di matitindig. Lupa ng araw ng maraming pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang hinigaya na pagkay mag-aamig, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Itaan mga Nortehanon, masantuan ay mga ibabaw nun. Tugog kita simbang laong, saan ka ng Diyos gahong. Pagsalayo, panunuto kita, kabubuasun katanta. Amay iro'y mataong laro, sa kahulog, diri magpadahon. Mga tuwin kita ni sumuroy, kung sa'yo nga tunang aliroy. Natuo kita sa kabawasan, kung hingyapan ka o sabay. Pagsarayo, pagbuto kita, kabubuasun katanta. Amay iro'y padaw-garong, sa kahulog diri magpadahon. Amay iro'y padaw-garong, sa kahulog diri magpadahon. Amay iro'y padaw-garong, sa kahulog diri magpadahon.
Good morning, everybody. The Secretary will now call the roll.
Honorable Dato, Honorable Abalon, Honorable Dobongco, Honorable Isedira, Honorable Galit, Honorable Giliamak, Honorable Laudenio, Honorable Lion, Honorable Lucero, Honorable Miranda, Honorable Saludaga, Honorable Silvano, Honorable Singzon,
Here.
Honorable Uy. There are 9 members present, including the presiding officer.
Majority of the members are present. Quorum is hereby declared and session is formally open. The Secretary, the Honorable Galit is participating via Zoom again. And kindly include the Honorable Galit as present in our session. Kindly please, Secretary. Well noted. Again, the chairs already declared the quorum, and under our internal rules, in view of the availability of our provincial vice governor to preside over our session, there's a need to elect among the members present a temporary presiding officer. Any nomination? The Honorable Lucero is hereby recognized by the chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I respectfully nominate the gentleman with a beautiful pink ribbon on his collar, the gentleman from Katarman in Pink Barong, the Honorable Dr. Gilbert Figueroa Lion as our temporary presiding officer.
Any second? There is a nomination duly seconded for Honorable Lion to be our temporary presiding officer. No other nomination. Therefore, the Honorable Lion will be our temporary presiding officer. To give clearance for the Honorable Lion to temporarily preside over our session, the chair declared a 1-minute suspension.
Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, we now proceed with item number 6, the consideration of the journals of proceedings dated 27th of September 2024, regular session. Mr. Chair, considering that members will already furnish copies for the perusal, and if there are no other manifestation, I move that the reading be dispensed with and considered it as approved as presented to the body. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion to dispense the reading of the journal on 27 September 2024 and consider the same as approved. Is there an objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Under item number 7, kindly please direct the Secretary to read item number 7, small letter A, for first reading and referral to the appropriate committee. Mr. Chairman.
The Secretary will read the item number 7A.
Resolution number 2024-5141 of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of the Province of Nueva Ecija entitled
Vizcaya.
Resolution urging Nueva Vizcaya entitled Resolution urging all Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Sangguniang Panlunsod, Sangguniang Bayan, and Sangguniang Barangay to express collective support to House Bill number 10314 entitled An Act Rationalizing the Benefits and Privileges of Senior Citizens and Persons with Disabilities.
The letter from a resolution from the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of the Province of Nueva Vizcaya, number 2024-5051, is considered for the information for the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Northern Samar.
Mr. Chairman, there's another item under item number 7. Item is small letter B, the proposed fiscal year 2025 executive annual budget of the province of Northern Samar. This is for referral to the appropriate committee. Mr. Chairman, with this the Committee on Finance, Budget and Operations. Kindly please refer it to the said committee.
The proposed fiscal year 2025 executive annual budget for Province of Northern Samar is hereby referred to the Finance, Budget and Appropriation Committee.
To continue, Mr. Chair, we now proceed with item number 8, calendar of business. Under item number 8, thus A, review of municipal ordinances and resolutions. First, to render its committee report, we have the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriations. Kindly please recognize the good chairman, said committee, the Honorable Don L. Abalon, Mr. Chairman.
The Honorable Don Abalon is recognized.
Mr. Chairman, may I be recognized before the Honorable Abalon could render his committee report? Kindly please recognize Honorable Gerald A. Miranda as present and participating via Zoom, Mr. Chairman, and direct the Secretary to include the Honorable Miranda as present in our session.
The Secretary is directed to include Honorable Miranda as present in our today's regular session
Via Zoom.
via Zoom.
Mr. Chair, may I be recognized now?
The Honorable Don Abalon is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Before I proceed with the rendition of the committee reports of the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriation, may I have the honor and privilege to share with the members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan my thank you for referring to my committee the 2025 proposed 2025 General Fund Budget of the Provincial Government of Northern Samar, and may I take this opportunity to ask each and every one of you to go over it, and if you have any concerns to call my attention so that we can invite the appropriate departments concerned if you have any concern with any one of them. And may I ask also the different committees of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan to look into the respective areas of concern in the proposed budget so that you can also make appropriate recommendations and suggestions. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Now, for and in behalf of the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriations, I have the honor to render our committee reports on 5 items. The first in the agenda is on Appropriation Ordinance Number 2024-04 of the Municipality of Gamay. The subject ordinance enacted the municipality supplemental budget number 04-2024 involving a total appropriation of 652,671 pesos 15 centavos as and for payment for contractor all risk insurance or CARI insurance premium for the improvement and ground development of the municipal building phase 1 and payment for loan interest of the Development Bank of the Philippines for the improvement and ground development of the municipal building phase 1 as indicated in the LBP form number 9. These funds are sourced from the appropriations intended for programs, projects, and activities indicated in LBP form number 8, as well as in the certificate of availability of funds with a certification from the municipal mayor that the original PPA will not be implemented this year. In its report dated 18 September 2024, which is hereby incorporated hereto and made integral part hereof, the Provincial Local Finance Committee found the subject ordinance to be in substantial compliance with RA 7160 and its IRR and recommended that the subject ordinance be declared operative subject to certain conditions specified therein. This committee concurs with the findings and recommendations made by the Local Finance Committee. Accordingly, this committee respectfully moves to pass a resolution adopting this committee report and declaring appropriation ordinance number 2024-04 of the municipality of Gamay valid and operative subject to the conditions mentioned above and those prescribed by existing laws, rules, and regulations. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion and duly seconded to approve and declare the appropriation ordinance number 2024-04 of the municipality of Gamay, this province, valid and operative. Hearing no objection, the motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. On appropriation ordinance number 2024-03 of the municipality of Mapanas, the subject ordinance enacted the municipality supplemental budget number 04-2024 involving a total appropriation of 1 million pesos as to fund and augment the appropriation and defray expenses for the operation of the municipality. The appropriation covers the augmentation of extraordinary and miscellaneous expenses amounting to 566,565 pesos and 50 centavos and the upfront payment of 433,434 pesos 50 centavos for the installation of a 1 to 100 kVA exclusive transformer and primary metering at the Municipal Evacuation Center as indicated in the LBP form number 9. These funds are sourced from retained surplus or savings from personal services indicated in LBP form number 8 as well as in the certificate of availability of funds. In its report dated 7 October 2024, which is hereby incorporated hereto and made integral part thereof, the Provincial Local Finance Committee found the subject ordinance to be in substantial compliance with RA 7160 and its IRR and recommended that the subject ordinance be declared operative subject to certain conditions specified therein. This committee concurs with the findings and recommendations made by the Local Finance Committee. Accordingly, this committee respectfully moves to pass a resolution adopting this committee report and declaring appropriation ordinance number 2024-03 of the municipality of Mapanas valid and operative subject to the conditions mentioned above and those prescribed by existing laws, rules, and regulations. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion and duly seconded to declare appropriation ordinance number 2024-03 of the municipality of Mapanas, Northern Samar as valid and operative. Is there an objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. On ordinance number 2024-041 of the municipality of San Isidro, the subject ordinance adopted for the municipality of San Isidro, the income classification of second-class municipality, purportedly in accordance with Republic Act 11964, otherwise known as the Automatic Income Classification of Local Government Units Act, by virtue of which and based on the income bracket prescribed therein, the municipality of San Isidro may supposedly be reclassified as second-class municipality. This committee, however, is inclined to defer to the provisions of Section 10 of the implementing rules and regulations of RA 11964, which prescribe the effectivity of the first general income reclassification. Thus, quote, the first general income reclassification of provinces, cities, and municipalities pursuant to RA number 11964 shall take effect on the first day of January of the immediately succeeding year following the promulgation of the issuance of the Schedule of Income Classification per LGU level, that is, province, cities, and municipalities, by the Secretary of Finance, close quote. There is no showing that the Secretary of Finance has already promulgated such an issuance of the Schedule of Income Classification. Hence, there is no basis yet for the municipality concerned to reclassify itself to second class. Further, there is likewise no showing in the subject ordinance or in the attachments thereto the annual income of the municipality over the 3 preceding years to determine which income bracket the municipality belongs. In the absence of a legal and factual basis, the appropriation of the amount of 8,184,136 pesos and 38 centavos to cover for the implementation of the first general income reclassification as a second-class municipality may likewise lack legal basis, which the Provincial Local Finance Committee, in its second endorsement, dated 06 August 2024, which is hereby incorporated hereto by reference and made integral part thereof, already found and even further recommended that the same appropriation be disallowed. This committee joins with the Provincial Local Finance Committee. Accordingly, this committee respectfully moves to pass a resolution declaring Ordinance Number 2024-041 of the Municipality of San Isidro as inoperative. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion and it's duly seconded to declare Resolution Number 2024-041 of the Municipality of San Isidro, Northern Samar as inoperative. Hearing no objection, motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. On Ordinance Number 2024-044 of the Municipality of San Isidro, the subject ordinance enacted the fiscal year 2024 General Fund Supplemental Budget Number 7 of San Isidro amounting to 2,684,112 pesos 56 centavos, finds substantial compliance with RA 7160 and its implementing rules and regulations, except for the discrepancies requiring corrections, such as A, the necessity of adjustments of salary schedule for certain positions that did not comply with the schedules prescribed by LBC number 160, and B, the item of Administrative Aid 6 in the General Services Office bearing item number 1061-08 is the same item number pertaining to a position of Administrative Aid 1 currently held by a certain Mr. Randy Azores. Upon the recommendation of the Provincial Local Finance Committee in its report dated 24 September 2024, which is hereby incorporated hereto by reference and made integral part thereof, this committee is inclined to recommend to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan to declare these discrepancies inoperative. As such, the following should be declared inoperative. A, the excess of the appropriation for the following items. In the Office of the SB Secretary, item number 1022-04, Admin Aid 6 amounting to 14,748 pesos. In the Office of the Municipal Assessor's Office, item number 1101-08, Tax Mapping Aid amounting to 13,092 pesos. In the Municipal Assessor's Office, item number 1101-09, Admin Aid 2 amounting to 11,604 pesos, and the creation of the item in the General Services Office, item number 1061-08, Admin Aid 6, due to the duplication of item number. On the other hand, the municipality concerned is advised to provide additional appropriations for the positions in the Municipal Health Office in view of the deficiency of the respective appropriations which do not conform with the required schedules under LBC number 160. All the conditions prescribed by the Provincial Local Finance Committee in its said report are hereby adopted by this committee in its recommendation. Accordingly, this committee respectfully moves to pass a resolution declaring ordinance number 2024-044 of the Municipality of San Isidro valid and operative in part, excepting those mentioned above as inoperative and subject to the conditions mentioned above and those prescribed by existing laws, rules, and regulations. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion and duly seconded to pass a resolution declaring ordinance number 2024-044 of the Municipality of San Isidro, Northern Samar, valid and operative in part, excepting those mentioned as inoperative and subject to the conditions mentioned above and those prescribed by the existing laws, rules, and regulation. Hearing no objection, motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. On the last item, the Sangguniang Bayan Resolution number 104 series of 2024 of the Municipality of San Roque. The subject resolution approved the supplemental annual investment plan for calendar year 2024 of the Municipality of San Roque involving a total proposed investment program of 850,000 pesos for various programs, projects, and activities of the municipal government. The Municipal Development Council approved and endorsed to the Sangguniang Bayan the said supplemental annual investment plan pursuant to and by virtue of MDC Resolution number 06 series of 2024. This committee submits that the said supplemental annual investment plan is in substantial compliance with RA 7160 and its IRR and other pertinent laws, rules, and regulations, and concludes that there are no legal impediments for the same to be operative. The local government unit concerned, however, is enjoined to ensure the provision and or availability of funds necessary to carry out the PPAs of the plan and to fully comply with the mandatory budgetary provisions in the actual implementation of the plan. Accordingly, this committee respectfully moves to pass a resolution adopting this committee report and declaring the Sangguniang Bayan Resolution number 104 series of 2024 and the supplemental annual investment plan of the Municipality of San Roque valid and operative, subject to the conditions mentioned above and those prescribed by existing laws, rules, and regulations. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Second.
There's a motion to declare resolution Sangguniang Bayan Resolution number 104 series of 2024 and the supplemental annual investment plan of the Municipality of San Roque, Northern Samar valid and operative. Hearing no objection, motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. That's all for the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriations.
Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chair, with the adoption of the 5 committee report by the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriations, and in order to pave the way for its immediate consideration on third and final reading, I move for the temporary suspension of the internal rules of the Honorable Sangguniang Panlawigan. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Internal rules suspended.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chair, move for the approval of a resolution on final reading declaring appropriation ordinance number 2024-04 of the Municipality of Gamay, Northern Samar, valid and operative. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion to approve on final reading the appropriation ordinance number 2024-04 of the Municipality of Gamay, this province, valid and operative. Hearing no objection, motion is approved.
Mr. Chairman, I move for the approval of a resolution on final reading declaring appropriation ordinance number 2024-03 series of 2024 of the Municipality of Mapanas, Northern Samar, valid and operative. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion and is duly seconded to approve on final reading the appropriation ordinance number 2024-03 of the Municipality of Mapanas, Northern Samar, valid and operative. Hearing no objection, motion is approved.
Mr. Chairman, I move for the approval of a resolution on final reading declaring ordinance number 2024-041 series of 2024 of the Municipality of San Isidro, Northern Samar, inoperative. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion to approve on the third and final reading, ordinance number 2024-041 of the Municipality of San Isidro, Northern Samar as inoperative. Hearing no objection, motion is approved.
Mr. Chairman, move for the approval of a resolution on final reading declaring ordinance number 044, series of 2024 of the Municipality of San Isidro, Northern Samar, valid and operative in part. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion to pass a resolution approving on the third and final reading ordinance number 2024-044 of the Municipality of San Isidro, Northern Samar as valid and operative in part, excepting mentioned above as inoperative. Hearing no objection, motion is approved.
Mr. Chairman, I move for the approval of a resolution on final reading declaring Sangguniang Bayan Resolution number 104, series of 2024 of the Municipality of San Roque, Northern Samar, valid and operative. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion to approve the resolution of Sangguniang Bayan Resolution number 104, series of 2024, and the supplemental annual investment plan of the Municipality of San Roque, Northern Samar, valid and operative. Hearing no objection, motion is approved.
Mr. Chairman, next committee report for the Committee on Laws, Justice, Human Rights, and Public Accountability. Kindly please again recognize the good chairman, the Honorable Don L. Abalon, Mr. Chairman.
The committee chairman for the Committee of Laws, Justice, Human Rights, and Public Accountability, Honorable Don Abalon, is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For and in behalf of the Committee on Laws, Justice, Human Rights, and Public Accountability, may I have the honor to render our committee reports on two items. On Ordinance Number 19, Series of 2024 of the Municipality of Pambuhan. The subject ordinance recognizes the exemplary contribution of the late Municipal Mayor Manuel T. Balangkit Sr., the longest-serving mayor of Pambuhan, by naming the Pambuhan's Gymnatorium in his honor as Manuel Tan Balangkit Sr. Cultural Center. This is in accordance with the provisions of Republic Act 7160, otherwise known as the Local Government Code of 1991, specifically Section 13 thereof. Similarly, in Administrative Order Number 270, otherwise known as Prescribing the Implementing Rules and Regulations of the Local Government Code of 1991, it is provided that the Sangguniang Bayan, in consultation with the National Historical Institute, now the National Historical Commission of the Philippines, pursuant to RA 10086, may name or change the name of any public place or building owned by the municipality. There is no evidence presented by the local government unit concerned regarding the mandatory consultation with the National Historical Commission of the Philippines on this matter. Hence, this committee cannot make any appropriate recommendation to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, and as such, is constrained to request that the subject ordinance be remanded to the Sangguniang Bayan of origin for further action to comply with the legal requirement. Accordingly, this committee respectfully recommends to pass a resolution remanding Ordinance Number 19, Series of 2024 of the Municipality of Pambuhan to the Sangguniang Bayan of origin for proper consultation with the National Historical Commission of the Philippines. Further, the local government unit is advised to defer the implementation of the subject ordinance until full compliance with the legal requirement. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion to pass a resolution considering Ordinance Number 19, Series of 2024 of the Municipality of Pambuhan, this province, to be remanded to the Sangguniang Bayan of origin for proper consultation with the National Historic Commission of the Philippines. Hearing no objection, motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. On SB Ordinance Number 2024-06 of the Municipality of Rosario, the subject ordinance is a mechanism for the enforcement of Presidential Decree Number 1619, specifically on the use or possession of volatile substances as defined by the said law. for the purposes made by law as unlawful for which corresponding penalty has been imposed. In addition, the subject ordinance prescribes the procedure in the handling of an offender who is a minor, as well as impose certain obligations on the parents, guardians, and other adult persons, including commercial establishments, all to ensure proper compliance with the mandates of the law and of the subject ordinance. This aligns with Republic Act 9344 that emphasizes rehabilitative measures of young offenders rather than punitive actions, ensuring that first-time offenders have access to rehabilitation programs rather than incarceration. Further, it directs the Municipal Social Welfare and Development Office to implement these rehabilitative programs, highlighting the need for proper care as stated in Presidential Decree 603, while also outlining funding provisions for sustainable intervention programs within the community. In sum, this committee finds the subject ordinance to be in conformity with existing laws, rules, and regulations. Accordingly, this committee respectfully moves to pass a resolution adopting this committee report and declaring SB Ordinance number 2024-06 of the Municipality of Rosario valid and operative, subject to the provisions of existing laws, rules, and regulations. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Second.
There's a motion to pass a resolution adopting this committee report and declaring Sangguniang Bayan Ordinance number 2024-06 of the Municipality of Rosario, Northern Samar, valid and operative. Hearing no objection, motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Don. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chair, with the adoption of the two committee report by the Committee on Laws, Justice, Human Rights, and Public Accountability, and in order to pave the way for its immediate consideration on third and final reading, I so move for a temporary suspension of our internal rules, Mr. Chairman. So move, Mr. Chair.
Internal rules suspended.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chair, I move for the approval of a resolution on final reading, remanding Ordinance number 19, Series of 2024 of the Municipality of Pambuhan, Northern Samar. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion and duly seconded to pass a resolution remanding, on final reading, remanding Ordinance number 19, Series of 2024 of the Municipality of Pambuhan, Northern Samar. Is there hearing no objection? Motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chair, I move for the approval of a resolution on final reading declaring Sangguniang Bayan Ordinance number 2024-06 of the Municipality of Rosario, Northern Samar as valid and operative. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion and it's duly seconded to declare Sangguniang Bayan Ordinance number 2024-06 of the Municipality of Rosario, Northern Samar as valid and operative. Hearing no objection, motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, still under the committee report, we have a joint committee report between the Committee on Civil Service, Appointment and Reorganization, and by the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriations. In behalf of the joint committee, may I have the honor to render the said committee report. The subject matter, Mr. Chairman, is Municipal Ordinance number 18-A, Series of 2024 of the Municipality of Mondragon, Northern Samar. This is an ordinance creating the Public Safety Office of the Municipality of Mondragon, Northern Samar. As for our findings and observation, the subject ordinance enacted the creation of Public Safety Office after its review by the Local Finance Committee dated October 7, 2024, which is hereby incorporated hereto by reference and made as an integral part hereof, recommending the approval of the subject ordinance, considering that it is within the power of the local government to design, approve, and implement the organizational structure and staffing pattern. To the same, however, shall be have to follow the requirements in Chapter 9 of the Manual on Position, Classification, and Compensation Scheme in the local government units of the provisions of CSC and MC 12 series of 2022. And for our joint recommendation, the Joint Committee respectfully recommend to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan that a resolution be passed to declare Ordinance Number 18-A, Series of 2024 of the Municipality of Mondragon, Northern Samar, valid and operative subject to the aforementioned conditions. This submitted for resolution this 18th day of October 2024, Katarman, Northern Samar. Signed by this representation as chairman of the Committee on Civil Service Appointment and Reorganization by Don L. Abalon, Chairman, Committee on Finance, Budget and Operations, Vice Chair, Committee on Civil Service, and majority of all the members, which are Martes Jigillamak, Leonida Pilaudenio, and the Honorable Gilbert F. Lyon. Mr. Chairman, I move for the adoption of the Joint Committee report. To move, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion to pass a resolution declaring Ordinance Number 18A, Series of 2024 of the Municipality of Mondragon, Northern Samar, valid and operative. Hearing no objection, motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chair, with the adoption of the Joint Committee report by the Committee on Civil Service Appointments and Reorganization and by the Committee on Finance, Budget and Operations, and in order to pave the way for its immediate consideration and final reading, so move for the suspension of our internal rules, Mr. Chairman.
Internal rules suspended.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, move for the approval of a resolution on final reading declaring Municipal Ordinance Number 18-A, Series of 2024 of the Municipality of Mondragon, Northern Samar, valid and operative. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion on third and final reading to pass a resolution declaring Ordinance Number 18A, Series of 2024 of Municipality of Mondragon, Northern Samar, valid and operative. Hearing no objection, motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For the last committee report, we have the Committee on Disaster Risk Reduction and Management. Kindly please recognize the good chairman, the Honorable Albert A. Lucero, Mr. Chairman.
The Committee on Disaster Risk Reduction Management Chairman, Honorable Albert A. Lucero is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, this pertains to Municipal Resolution Number 161, Series of 2024 of the Municipality of Mondragon. The title of which is a resolution adopting the Local Disaster Risk Reduction Management Fund Investment Plan for fiscal year 2025 of Mondragon, Northern Samar. Mr. Chairman, the recommendation of the committee is we pass a resolution remanding the subject resolution, considering that the same has not been approved and endorsed by the Municipal Development Council of the municipality. I move for the adoption of this committee report, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion and it's duly seconded to adopt the resolution declaring, remanding the Municipal Ordinance Number 161, Series of 2024 of the Municipality of Mondragon, Northern Samar, entitled Resolution Adopting the Local Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Fund Investment Plan for FY 2025 of Mondragon, Northern Samar. Hearing no objection, motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
1 minute suspension. Sinuspend ko na.
three items under small letter A, B, and C, which is a letter certified as urgent coming from the provincial local chief executive, Mr. Chairman.
The Secretary is directed to read the letter of urgency from the Honorable Governor of the province, Governor Edwin Marino C. Ongchuan.
Republic of the Philippines, Provincial Government of Northern Samar, Katarman, Office of the Governor, October 9, 2024, the presiding officer and the members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Province of Northern Samar, dear Vice Governor Dato, and the ladies and gentlemen of the Sangguniang, I hereby certify the urgency of passing an ordinance reverting various items under continuing appropriations CY 2024 and previous years in the total amount of 5,544,447 pesos and 65 centavos to the general fund and reappropriating the same. Sources of funds, continuing appropriations, contract for private security guard, Blue Guard 8-90-040, 2,115,040 pesos and 15 centavos. Construction of concrete pathway from Barangay Kabarian to Barangay Nagingayan, Pambuhan, 8-90-041, 500,000 pesos. Completion of new Capitol buildings, Phase 3, 8-90-091, 360,166 pesos and 16 centavos. Construction of PG&S warehouse, 8-90-137, 33,058 pesos and 13 centavos. Center-based services for children in conflict with the law, Bahay Pag-asa, 8-90-144, 2 million pesos. Installation of one span primary line and 100 kVA transformer, San Antonio, 8-90-060, 526,147 pesos and 3 centavos. Repair improvement of perimeter fence at Northern Samar Provincial Jail, Barangay Dangkalan, Bobon, 8-90-068, 10,036,018 pesos. 10,036 pesos and 18 centavos. Total sources of funds, 5,544,447 pesos and 65 centavos. Uses of funds, MOE, PGO, other supplies and materials expense, 266,000 pesos. PGO, other MOE, 2,077,687 pesos and 6 centavos. PGSO, electricity expense, 1,220,560 pesos and 59 centavos. Capital outlay, PGO office equipment, 594,000 pesos. PGO ICT equipment, 1,378,200 pesos. Total uses of funds, 5,544,447 pesos and 65 centavos. Attached is the certificate of availability of funds for your reference and guidance. Thank you for your prompt legislative action. Signed, Edwin Marino Siongchuan, Governor.
Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chair, kindly please recognize the Chairman Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriations, the Honorable Abalon, to sponsor the requested ordinances as read by the Secretaries, Mr. Chairman.
The Chairman of the Committee of Finance, Budget and Appropriation, Honorable Don Abalon, is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. In consideration of the letter dated October 9, 2024 of the Honorable Governor Edwin Marino Ongchuan, addressed to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, and for and in behalf of the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriation, may I have the honor to sponsor an ordinance entitled An Ordinance Reverting the Total Amount of 5,544,447 pesos and 65 centavos to be taken from various items as certified, as stated in the Certificate of Availability of Funds dated October 9, 2024, and reappropriating the same amount for purposes as follows: maintenance and other operating expenses for the Provincial Governor's Office, other supplies and material expense in the amount of 266,000 pesos. Provincial Governor's Office, other MOOE, 2,077,687 pesos and 6 centavos. Provincial General Services Office, electricity expense, 1,228,560 pesos and 59 centavos. Capital outlay for the Provincial Governor's Office, office equipment, 594,000 pesos. Provincial Governor's Office ICT equipment, 1,378,200 pesos, for a total amount of 5,544,447 pesos 65 centavos, and for other purposes. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Second.
There's a motion and duly seconded to pass an ordinance reverting various items under continuing appropriation CY 2024 and the previous year in a total amount of 5,544,447 pesos to the general fund and then reappropriating the same. Hearing no objection, motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. On the second item, a letter from the Honorable Governor Edwin Marino C. Ongchuan.
Hindi rin wala pa kabasa.
Wala pa.
Oh, siya pala nabasa. Okay. The Secretary is directed to read all the letter of urgency, the remaining two letter of urgency from the Honorable Governor Edwin Marino.
Republic
C.
of the
Ongchuan.
Philippines, Provincial Government of Northern Samar, Katarman, Northern Samar, Office of the Governor, October 9, 2024, the Presiding Officer and the members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Province of Northern Samar. Dear Vice Governor Dato and the ladies and gentlemen of the Sangguniang, I hereby certify the urgency of passing an ordinance reverting savings from personal services CY 2024 in the amount of 56,863,548 pesos and 33 centavos to the general fund and reappropriating the same. Sources of funds: savings from personal services CY 2024, 56,863,548 pesos and 33 centavos. Total sources of funds: 56,863,548 pesos and 33 centavos. Uses of funds: MOE, other general services, 35,811,468 pesos and 90 centavos. Other professional services, 21,052,079 pesos and 43 centavos. Total uses of funds: 56,863,548 pesos and 33 centavos. Attached is the Certificate of Availability of Funds for your reference and guidance. Thank you for your prompt legislative action. Signed, Edwin Marino Siong Chuan, Governor.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Chairman, that was a second letter. I believe there is another letter. The Secretary might as well write the third letter.
Yes. Republic of the Philippines, Provincial Government of Northern Samar, Katarman, Northern Samar, Office of the Governor. October 9, 2024, the Presiding Officer and the members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. Dear Vice Governor Dato and the ladies and gentlemen of the Sangguniang, I hereby certify the urgency of passing an ordinance reverting savings from personal services CY 2024 in the amount of 10,800,738 pesos and 26 centavos and reappropriating the same. Sources of funds: savings from personal services CY 2024, 10,800,738 pesos and 26 centavos. Total sources of funds: 10,800,738 pesos and 26 centavos. Uses of funds: personal services, Salary Standardization Law 6, First Trans, DBM LBC number 160, dated August 12, 2024, 10,800,738 pesos and 26 centavos. Total uses of funds, 10,800,738 pesos and 26 centavos. Attached is a certificate of availability of funds for your reference and guidance. Thank you for your prompt legislative action. Signed, Edwin Marino Siongchuan, Governor.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Chairman, considering that the Honorable Abalon will be sponsoring all the urgent requests coming from the Governor, we believe that there are still two letters certified to as urgent, and as requested by the Honorable Abalon, the Secretary might again requested to read the two urgent letters to complete the five letter requests urgently.
The Secretary is directed to read the other two letter of urgency from the Office of the Governor.
Republic of the Philippines, Provincial Government of Northern Samar, Katarman, Northern Samar, Office of the Governor, October 16, 2024, the Presiding Officer and the members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, their Vice Governor Dato, and the ladies and gentlemen of the Sangguniang. I hereby certify the urgency of passing an ordinance amending Sangguniang Panlalawigan Ordinance Number 29, Series of 2024, dated September 27, 2024. An ordinance reverting the total amount of 74,704,107 pesos and 88 centavos to the general fund taken from various sources and reappropriating the same as and for the construction, rehabilitation, improvement of road, Barangay Santander, Bubon, Northern Samar, for the purpose that the project title conforms with the approved 2024 Supplemental Annual Investment Program, SAIP, to wit, from construction, rehabilitation, improvement of road, Barangay Santander, Bubon, Northern Samar, to rehabilitation of disaster-affected road, Barangay Santander, Bubon, Northern Samar. Attached herewith is a copy of said project title cited from the 2024 SAIP. Thank you for your prompt legislative action. Signed, Edwin Marino Siongchuan, Governor. Republic of the Philippines, Provincial Government of Northern Samar, Katarman, Northern Samar, Office of the Governor, October 18, 2024. Honorable Attorney Clarence E. Dato, Presiding Officer and Vice Governor, and the members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Province of Northern Samar. Dear Vice Governor Dato and the ladies and gentlemen of the Sangguniang, I hereby certify the urgency of passing a resolution authorizing the Governor to enter into a compromise agreement on behalf of the Provincial Government of Northern Samar with Mr. Rene A. Sabido relative to the criminal case number 1240 entitled People of the Philippines versus Rene A. Sabido for violation of Section 103 of Republic Act number 7942. Attached are the letter from the Provincial Legal Office and a copy of the compromise agreement for your reference. Thank you for your immediate legislative action. Signed, Edwin Marino Siongchuan, Governor.
Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So that's complete all the letter coming from the provincial governor certified to as urgent. With this, Mr. Chairman, again, I kindly recognize Honorable Abalon.
The Chairman of the Finance, Budget and Appropriation, Honorable Don Abalon, is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Relative to the request of the Honorable Governor Edwin Marino Siongchuan, dated October 9, 2024, requesting for an ordinance reverting the savings from personal services in the total amount of 56,863,548 pesos 33 centavos. May I have the honor to sponsor an ordinance entitled an ordinance reverting the total amount of 56,863,548 pesos 33 centavos from the savings to be taken from the savings from personal services for calendar year 2024 and reappropriating the same to as and for maintenance and other operating expenses as follows: other general services 35,811,468 pesos and 90 centavos, and for other professional services 21,052,079 pesos 43 centavos, for the total amount of 56,863,548 pesos 33 centavos, and for other purposes. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Second.
There's a motion and duly seconded to pass an ordinance reverting savings from the personal services in the amount of 56,863,048 pesos and 33 centavos to the general fund and reappropriating the same. Hearing no objection, motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. On the third letter, dated October 9, 2024, a certified urgent regarding the request for the enactment of an ordinance, may I have the honor to sponsor an ordinance reverting the total amount of 10,800,738 pesos 26 centavos from personal services, from the savings of personal services calendar year 2024, and reappropriating the same to cover for personal services salary in the standardization law 6 first tranche under DBM LBC number 160 dated August 12, 2024 in the same amount of 10,800,738 pesos 26 centavos, and for other purposes. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Second.
There's a motion and it's duly seconded to pass an ordinance reverting savings from personal services in the amount of 10,800,738 pesos and 26 centavos and reappropriating the same. Hearing no objection, motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. On the fourth letter, certifying as urgent the passing the enactment of an ordinance dated October 16, 2024, may I have the honor to sponsor an ordinance amending Sangguniang Panlalawigan Ordinance Number 29, Series of 2024, dated September 27, 2024. An ordinance reverting the total amount of 74,704,107 pesos 88 centavos to the general fund to be taken from, may I rephrase that, Mr. Chair? An ordinance amending Sangguniang Panlalawigan Ordinance Number 29, Series of 2024 by retitling the item therein entitled Construction, Rehabilitation, Improvement of Road, Barangay Santander, Bobon, Northern Samar, to Rehabilitation of Disaster-Affected Road, Barangay Santander, Bobon, Northern Samar, in the same amount of 74,704,107 pesos and 88 centavos. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion and it's duly seconded to pass an ordinance amending Sangguniang Panlalawigan Ordinance Number 29, Series of 2024, dated September 27, 2024, and 2024, for the purpose of project retitling, and it conforms with the approved annual supplemental annual investment plan. Hearing no objection, motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. On the fifth letter, may I request the majority floor leader
Majority
to
Leader.
move for the suspension of decision for a few minutes so that we can discuss this with the representatives from the Provincial Legal Office, Mr. Chair.
As requested, Mr. Chairman, I move for the suspension of our session. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Session suspended. Nauna illegal. Majority Leader.
Mr. Chairman, kindly please again recognize Honorable Abalon.
The Honorable Don Abalon is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Relative to the fifth letter dated October 18, 2024, may I move for the deferment of its consideration until next session so that we can discuss this with the governor together with the provincial legal office and the provincial administrator. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Second.
There's a motion to defer. There is passing a resolution authorizing the governor to enter into compromise agreement until the next session, after discussion with the governor and the provincial administrator, and also after they provide the members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan a brief on this particular case.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Hearing no objection, motion is approved.
Mr. Chairman, I move for 1 with suspension.
Session suspended. Kaya nga eh.
The Honorable Abalon will still have something to say before we dispose the case.
Mr. Chair, I made a motion to defer the consideration of the item on the fifth, contained in the fifth letter until after our discussion, until after our meeting with the governor on that particular issue.
I second.
I already ruled on the motion. Thank you,
Thank you, Mr.
Honorable
Chair.
Don. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chair, still under the other matters under item small letter D. This is the endorse. These are the ordinances and resolution endorsed to the office of the Honorable Vice Governor. Mr. Chairman, we are considering that we have 25 items to be under referral. I move that it be read into the records and considered it as incorporated into the record. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion and duly seconded to consider items under small letter D as read and referred to appropriate committees. Hearing no objection, motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Still under other matters, the Honorable
Mr. Chair,
Abalon
if
would
I
like to...
may be recognized, just one minor item that I would like to add regarding that.
The honor.
May I request, Mr. Chair, the Secretariat that this representation be furnished soft copy electronically of all the items that had been referred to the committees of which I am the chair, Mr. Chair.
The secretary is directed to furnish the good chairman on different committees to furnish him with the soft copies of all the resolutions and the ordinances to be reviewed in our chamber,
Being referred to the
being
good
referred
chairman.
to the two appropriate committee. Probably nga tanan na lang siguro.
Yeah, that would be better,
That would
Mr.
be-
Chair. So that would also minimize the use of paper, and we can immediately have copies of the referred items. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Don. So the Secretariat is, the Office of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan Secretary is directed to furnish all the chairmen of the different committees soft copies of the ordinances to be reviewed under particular committees. So ordered. Mr. Chairman. Sorry, Majority Leader.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chair, still under the other matters, the Honorable Lucero would like to be recognized, Mr. Chairman.
The Honorable Albert Lucero is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, last October 4 session of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, we were briefed and oriented by the people from the Cooperative Development Authority relative to the creation of the Credit Surety Fund Cooperative in Northern Samar. And because of this, Mr. Chairman, it's just but also fitting that we pass a resolution establishing and creating this credit cooperative, or adopting the creation of the Credit Surety Fund Cooperative in the province of Northern Samar. And because of this, Mr. Chairman, I would like to request the good majority leader to move for the suspension of the rules to pave the way for a resolution, for a motion relative, for a resolution relative to this Surety Fund Cooperative.
Majority Leader.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, as requested, so move for the temporary suspension of our internal rules. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Internal rules suspended.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I therefore move, Mr. Chairman, that we pass a resolution adopting the creation of a Credit Surety Fund Cooperative in the province of Northern Samar. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
There's a motion and it's duly seconded to pass a resolution adopting the creation of a Credit Surety Fund Cooperative in the province of Northern Samar. Hearing the objection, motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On second item, Mr. Chairman, is that on August 9 to 12, 2024 in Bangkok, Thailand, students and pupils coming from Northern Samar participated in the Siam International Mathematics and Science Olympics, or SIMSO, final round. And Mr. Chairman, we have students from Northern Samar who brought honor to our province by winning gold medals in this competition. And because of this, Mr. Chairman, it is just what's fitting also that we recognize and commend these students for giving honor to the province. I would like to request the good majority leader to move for the suspension of the rules to pave the way for our resolution, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Majority Leader.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, as requested, I move for the suspension of our internal rules, Mr. Chairman. So move.
Internal rules suspended.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I move that we pass a resolution commending Oriel Hilen E. Diabo, Red N. Carl Imata, and Farah Claire L. Hiray, students who have brought honor to the province of Northern Samar by winning gold medals in the Siam International Mathematics and Science Olympics final round. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Gold medalist lang.
Gold medals only. 1 minute suspension, Mr. Chairman.
Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The next item is adjournment, but before I move for the adjournment, and in order for the members to be consulted regarding our next session, I move for our 1-minute suspension. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Session suspended.
Please be informed, mga members, that as per conversation with Vice Gov, ang kanyang proposal na aming nasturyan at
Tama na sinabi ko. Majority Leader?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I move for the adjournment of our regular session until the next session, which is scheduled on October 25 at 1:30 p.m. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion for the adjournment of our regular session until the 25th of October, 1:30 in the afternoon. And also congratulations to the PGNS employees.